All right. In the meantime, let's begin with a breaking update, top of the hour, because it seems as far as Prime Minister's visit to Australia has been a successful one because of the measures that the Australian government now seems to be taking. Australia has now made an official announcement that it will be introducing laws in the parliament next week that bans the public displays of, hate symbols of Nazis. They have been citing that there has been a rise when it comes to far-right activities at home. Now, there is, as far as the Nazi symbol is concerned, it is often mistaken as the Hindu symbol of swastika. However, the Nazi symbol, which has been identified as Hakenkreuz, is one of the most recognizable symbols of Nazi propaganda, and also the insignia of SS, the paramilitary wing of Nazi party, will also now be outlawed to be used as flags or even armbands or even printed on clothes. So this is something that Australia now, Rishabh, good morning, we are getting to know, will now be introducing in the law in their parliament, as a law in their parliament, especially when it comes to the far-right symbols that have been also associated with the Nazis. Rishabh.
So if you see Australia, there has been a long-standing demand to ban far-right activities, and especially these symbols. Swastika has not been banned. To make things clear, at the beginning, the government has very clearly stated that this new amendment that will not ban swastika, given its significance with Hinduism, Buddhism, and as well as Jainism, but the symbol of Nazi flag and SS will be banned. You cannot display it on flags or T-shirts or armbands, and this has been a long-standing demand, and that's the reason that this amendment has been brought in. There have been NGOs, there have been pressure groups who have been asking the government to move in this direction for quite some time, and finally they have now come in with this amendment. It remains to be seen whether the House will pass this amendment or not, but for now the government has decided to move ahead and start banning these far-right elements, because as per government, these elements are the reason which have created the racial divide in Australia, and all the racial crimes that we have seen in Australia. As per government of Australia, these far-right units are responsible somewhere for those racial crimes, and that's the reason that first they want to break the whole institution and then come down on individuals to ensure that no such incidents happen in future.
Right, but Rishabh, often we have seen when it comes to the Nazi symbol is often also mistaken as the Hindu symbol of swastika as well. So even when it comes to getting that kind of right awareness and information out to the people, because we are getting to know, as far as Australia's agencies that have been warning that there have been several far-right groups that were on the rise in the country.
Definitely, see, swastika and Nazi symbol look similar, but they are poles apart when it comes to the meaning of it, and the amendment is also very clear. It clearly states that swastika is not being banned. And remember, this Australia is not the first country, be it Israel, be it Germany, be it Italy, be it France, England. All these countries and most of the European countries have already banned the Nazi symbol in past few decades, and as recent as 1990s in Germany, even.
So what is coming across as an explanation as far as this ban that will not apply in any way to the display and the use of swastika, which is the spiritual significance of the religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and even Jainism. However, the federal government there in Australia will be introducing the legislation which is now expected next week to criminalize public displays of the Nazi symbols. For the moment, thank you very much, Rishabh, for joining in.